Good day, I am Andre Cordero from grade 12 Laurel. This video is for PPG subject, which is Philippines Politics and Governance, for short, Political Science. I will be summarize the topic of the rules and the power of executive branch of the government, Article 7 of the Philippines 1987 Constitution. The executive branch of the Philippines government, as outlined of Article 7 of the Philippines 1987 Constitution, is headed by the President, who serves as a chief executive and holds significant powers. This summarize will be explored the key role and powers of the executive branch, focusing on the President's responsibilities and authorities. So, these are the responsibilities and authorities of the executive branch. So the first one, enforcing and administrating law, and the second one is supervising and controlling executive department, and the third one is representing the Philippines in foreign affairs, and the fourth one is leading the armed force. Enforcing and administrating law, the President ensures that laws passed by Congress are faithfully executed and implemented across the country. Supervising and control executive department, the President has oversight and control over all executive department, bureaus, and office. These include the power to appoint and remove official, issue executive order, and ensure efficient administration of all government operation. Representing the Philippines in foreign affairs, the President acts as the nation's spoken person in international relationship, engaging with foreign states and government, negotiating trades, and managing diplomatic relationships. Leading the armed force, the President serves as a Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Force of the Philippines, with authority to call out the military to address threats like lawless violence, invasion, or rebellion. At this point, these are the powers of President. The President's power are broadly categorized into executive power, legislative power, military power, judicial power, and lastly, foreign affairs and treaty-making powers. In the executive power, they have a control executive department, like what I said later, that the President has authority to appoint and remove official, issues executive order, and ensure the efficient operation of all executive department, bureaus, and offices. In the legislative power, they have a veto power, power to call special session, budgetary power. So, in the veto power, the President can veto bills passed by Congress, which can be overridden by 2/3 vote of both houses. The power to call special session, the President can convey Congress for special session to address argument matter or nation emergency. Budgetary power, the President can prepare the nation budgets and submit it to Congress, influencing official policy. In the military power, they have also martial law. The President can also declare martial law in cases in invasion or rebellions for a period not exceeding 60 days, subject to congressional oversight and judicial review. In judicial power, they have also power to grant clemency. The President has the power to grant pardon, reprieves, communication, and amnesty, subject to certain limitations. And the last one is foreign affairs and treaty-making power. So they have a war powers. So while Congress declare war, the President exercises operational control over military force during war. In conclusion, the executive branch led by the President plays a vital role in a governing in the Philippines, ensuring the implementations of law, overseeing the government operation, and representing the nation in the international stage. The president's power are extensive but balanced by checking and balance within the Philippine system of government, ensuring the accountabilities and preventing abuse of powers. At this part, I will be summarize the module or the lesson about the rules and responsibilities of the Philippine Senate and the House of Representatives, Article 6, Philippine 1987 Constitution. Article 6 of the Philippines 1987 Constitution outline the structures, powers, and the function of the legislative branch of the government, which consist of the Senate and the House of Representatives. These are the rules and responsibilities of the Senate and the House of Representatives. So, the Senate, they have a six rules and responsibilities. So, number one is composition. Composition, the Senate is composed of the 24 senators elected at the large qualified voters for the Philippines. And number two is term. So the senators serve as term of 6 years with the possibility of re-election. And number three is legislative power. Legislative power, the Senate has the authority to propose, amend, and enact laws. It plays a key role in the legislative process alongside the House of Representatives. And number four is confirmation power. So, the Senate has the power to confirm appointment made by the President of the Philippines for various positions, including the cabinet members and ambassadors. And number five is impeachment. The Senate has the power or has their sole power to try and decide case of impeachment against high officials, including the President, Vice President, and members of Judiciary. And last one, number six, is treaties and international agreement. The Senate must concur with the treaties and international agreement negotiated by the President. In the House of Representatives, they have a five rules and responsibilities. So, in number one, composition. The House of composed of representatives elect from legislative district and thought partyless representation. And number two is term. Members serve as term of 3 years with the possibilities of re-election. And number three is legislative power. Like the Senate, the House can propose and enact laws. It is responsible for initiating, renew, and appropriation bills. And number four is impeachment. The House has the exclusive power to initiate impeachment proceeding against public officials. And lastly, number five is oversight function. The House exercise oversight over the executive branch and can conduct investigation in aid of legislation.